World Championship, Bernardo Osuna, alongside Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward. And Dre, early on, what are you looking for?
Well, Maloney's got to come in here and get some respect. He's got to do it in a smart way, though, because Inoue can put your lights out in a half a second. So he's got to come behind his jab. He's got to pick his shots very smartly, but he's got to let Inoue know that he's there. And Inoue just needs to be who he is. Be explosive, be fast, be quick. Don't try to overpower Maloney. Well, you see that uppercut right there. Just be yourself, and the knockout may come.
Maloney better hold that phone up, hold that right hand up, because I see a left hook coming in there.
I mean, the tension in the building, you can cut it with a knife, because anytime you have an explosive puncher like Naoya Inoue, who's capable of landing either hand and putting you to sleep, you have to be on high alert.
Es que no tiene poder en sus manos, pero ya lo dijo el terrible.
You got a guy that's not just powerful, but he's quick and he's fast.
Nice jab to the body from the monster. Inoue has so many tools, so many weapons, so many ways to beat you. And Maloney says he's also got...
Entering the squared circle this weekend is the return of one of boxing's most celebrated pound-for-pound fighters, 4-division world champion Naoya "The Monster" Inoue. The undisputed super bantamweight champion will be headlining the Ring 5 Night of the Samurai event with some of his fellow Japanese countrymen, Junto Nakatani and Kenshiro Teraji. The 4-division champion will be making his 4th appearance in the ring this year, and the 4th defense of his undisputed crown against Mexico's David Picasso. For the better part of this decade, Inoue, along with Alexander Usyk and the now-retired Terence Crawford, has interchanged the top of the pound-for-pound list. But what separates Inoue from his contemporaries and the rest of the pound-for-pound top 10 is his level of activity. While Crawford and Usyk did their impression of Groundhog Day fighting primarily once a year, with one exception, since 2020, Inoue has been a constant inside the ring, fighting in and out of his native Japan. Like most elite fighters, it's often found that the person standing across the ring from them is secondary to what's next. A planned showdown with Nakatani is scheduled next for Inoue in what would be one of the biggest fights in Japanese boxing history. The current unified bantamweight and 3-division champion also stands with Inoue as one of the best fighters in the world pound for pound. The plan is for the two to meet sometime next year, should they both come out victorious in their upcoming bouts. Although Inoue Nakatani is one of the most significant fights in all of boxing, should it come to fruition, boxing history hasn't been kind to fighters who plan major fights before finishing the one in front of them. Inoue is aware that it could be dangerous to look ahead to Nakatani, especially when his opponent, Picasso, is more than capable of scoring an upset. Now, this battle with Picasso, I will keep this in mind and think about it after this match is over, Inoue told Ring magazine when asked about a fight with Nakatani. The WBC, as of late, has earned its reputation for being at times biased and making head-scratching decisions. But when it comes to David Picasso, he earned his contender status by winning the WBC silver title and continually fighting as often as possible. In 2024, Picasso fought 5 times, working his way to a number 2 ranking by the WBC and a number 4 ranking by Ring magazine in the super bantamweight division. Picasso is one of the taller fighters at super bantamweight, standing close to 5 feet 10 inches with a high activity level. While Inoue has shown himself to be extraordinary, he has also been vulnerable at times to returning fire, and a fighter like Picasso can take advantage of any lapses in focus. Strangely enough, the fighter Inoue is most often compared to is the legendary Manny Pacquiao, one of Picasso's favorites. According to Picasso, they had even discussed fighting Inoue before the fight was made. And to pull off the victory over Inoue, Picasso will need to channel Pacquiao, who has been the underdog for some of his most important victories. Manny Pacquiao, he is one of my greatest heroes, Picasso told DAZN. Not only because of his boxing style, but also because of how he was as a fighter, and also what he was like as a person. He supported as many people as he could because he grew up in difficult conditions, and he knows what it's like to start from scratch. Then he gave me a lot of advice. We even talked about the Inoue fight without knowing it was going to happen. He gave me several tips on movements. He, along with Muhammad Ali and Chavez, are my greatest heroes. Inoue is a boxer who still seems fully enthralled in his career and legacy as a fighter. He understands what's at stake each time he steps inside the ring, Fans can expect a battle similar to Inoue's fight with Ramon Cardenas earlier this year, a back-and-forth exhibition of Inoue's world-class offense. When Picasso pushes Inoue, he will push back and be on the lookout for any openings. Inoue should stop Picasso in the late rounds in an exciting fight that leaves fans salivating at a battle with Nakatani and wanting to see more of the young Mexican contender.